I'm Dr. Gina Ogden, and we're here to talk about the ISIS wheel and how you can use it to help you when you're working with clients who are stuck. Because one of the things that happens when you're just talking about a story is that the story doesn't change. And here you'll see how you can get clients up out of their chairs and stepping into their story. And I have two wonderful colleagues here, Jackie Mendez and Kamara McAndrews, who have offered to role play what might happen with clients. So we're just going to do a very short beginning of a session as it might happen. So, welcome.
Thank you.
Kamara and Jackie. And we've been working for a while now, and you're kind of stuck in your story.
Yes.
We've shown you the ISIS wheel so you understand what it's about. And Jackie just briefly stated, you're coming in with low sexual desire, which is something that really hasn't changed. And Kamara, that's a particular problem for you because you keep getting into the position of feeling like it's your fault. And there are other feelings too. Mm-hmm. So you want something to change, right?
Yes.
And you're willing to do something a little different?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so let's stand up and see what might happen. So at this point, Jackie, I invite you to step into your story, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual, around this wheel here. And Kamara, I'm going to ask you just to observe with me so that we can observe Jackie's story. So I'm going to step out of the way here and come over with you and be with you here while Jackie just walk around the wheel till you find your place where your story begins.
I stopped in the emotional because the first thing I feel is frustrated. I'm frustrated that I feel so stuck.
Yeah.
And when I think of feeling stuck and feeling frustrated, I start to think I'm broken or there's something wrong with me.
So you're in the mental
I'm
quadrant.
in the mental quadrant. And then with you saying that to me, I'm back in the physical and I'm really aware of a little stomach ache. I'm feeling something in my belly, and then that brings me back to the emotional where I feel a lot of sadness about being stuck.
Thank you. Just for now, this is the tip of the iceberg. What happens for you, Kamara, as you begin to hear this story playing out?
Well, I start to see that this is her own story, and it's not my fault. It's just something that's happening to her.
Yeah.
And that I could walk around and say how it's affecting me differently than it is for her.
Absolutely. So do we want to do that?
Sure.
Okay. Are you willing to come
Yes.
here, Jackie, and stand here? And Kamara, start wherever you want.
Well, I noticed that when Jackie starts to kind of shut down, like I can actually notice that she's kind of getting that stomach ache, or she might say that. And then I know that I think to myself, well, we're probably not going to have sex again tonight.
And that feels out.
I feel really lonely and sad, and it makes me start to kind of wonder about our relationship and our family, and I get pretty, I guess, in the emotional, I actually get kind of scared.
So just stopping right there for a moment. Now, obviously, there's loads more to both your stories.
Yes.
What's beginning to happen for you as you listen to Kamara and watch Kamara?
Well, I really felt triggered when Kamara stepped into the spiritual, because she brought up the connection. So then I get stuck between what my head is saying and then wanting to have that connection.
Okay, so since you're role playing right now,
Yes.
I can feel you both into it, which is great. And since we need to stop, what do you want to say at this point? What is different about doing this than just sitting in chairs and talking about it?
Well, I think for me, it opens up that I know we're already really good friends and we get along in a lot of other ways, but it makes me wonder if I could be a little more connected in the emotional and the spiritual, if maybe that would make Jackie feel better, and then the physical would just maybe happen out of that.
Okay, so you're still in the role play. And so what I hear you saying, let me check it out if this is right, that you've expanded the story a little bit, that you're not just stuck in the same place.
It made me think of different possibilities than I had thought of before. Yeah.
And still in the role play myself, it's been extremely helpful, and I feel more connected knowing that Kamara gets it, that I'm not just stuck in one place. It's multi-leveled, and there's different pieces to this, and I still want to step even more with her, and I want to walk with her more, because she's understanding that I'm not doing this on purpose, and I'm not doing this for other reasons.
So what I'm hearing you say, and keep me honest here, is that maybe you have a new language, something that you can take home with you to be able to speak about it in a different way other than "R."
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Maybe I won't feel so rejected when she says she has a stomach ache, then maybe I can talk to her about it and we can work through how could we just feel connected at that time and maybe help each other.
Yeah. Instead of making her stomach ache worse by really wanting to blame her or be angry.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'll be more willing to talk about my stomach ache, because I know I won't be blamed, and it's not something that I'm doing to avoid something. It's part of my story.
Very cool. So this is just a toe in the water about how you can begin to bring your clients into the ISIS wheel. And there's much more that you can find out by going to the ISIS Network website, www.isisnetwork.org. Thank you both so much.
welcome.
You are the best.
Thank you, Gina.
Okay. So just so you know, this role play was spontaneous and unrehearsed, with thanks to Kamara McAndrews and Jackie Mendez. No, they're not intimate partners, they're just good friends, and ISIS colleagues ready to step into role to help illustrate the ISIS way of treating sexual desire, how to get your clients out of their chairs and expand their stories. Keep on coming back. It works.